You're listening to PTC Point of View, brought to you by Preferred Trust Company, the preferred custodian for all alternative investments. We're here to provide retirement savers like you with the tools you need to succeed. Need a confidence boost when it comes to investing outside of the stock market? Do you want the power to build a tax-sheltered nest egg that will last through your golden years? You've come to the right place. Turn up your speakers and turn off cruise control, because we're taking you on the alternate route to investing with your IRA.
Welcome everybody to another episode of PTC Point of View. My name's Izzy Irizarry. I oversee the marketing department here at Preferred Trust. Today's guest, I have Jordan Tyner, who is our growth architect over at Preferred Trust. Welcome.
Hi everyone.
So what we're going to talk a little bit about today is alternative investment sponsors. If this is you, if you're out there listening and you offer an alternative investment, you're going to want to listen to today's podcast. We're going to talk about how you can work with Preferred Trust, how you can utilize our IRA services in your sales pitch, and why you should be working with a custodian and not an administrator. So Jordan, we're going to just go right from the top. Why do company partners like real estate companies, oil and energy companies, precious metals, digital currency, why would those companies want to work with us?
So first off, our customer service is not matched to anybody else. Our main goal is to get everything funded as soon as possible. As soon as we have your funds here from the clients, we send it as soon as we get it within 24 hours, which means you get your funding quickly.
People like it quick in investments. That's really detrimental to the income that people are able to make off of those investments.
Exactly. We don't want our clients to miss out on any interest payments, and we don't want you to miss out on any payments coming in that could either fund your investment quicker or meet a deadline that you're trying to make.
So let's back it up a little bit. Let's say I'm a real estate company and I'm wanting to add IRAs to my toolbox. I've only been doing cash investors, but I've been having a lot of investors come over to me saying they have old 401ks or they have IRAs at Schwab or TD Ameritrade and they want to work with me, but I don't have the means to do that. What's the first step? How do I get started with you guys?
Well, with us, we have a landing page that goes directly to a consultation with myself. I'll go through everything as far as how to get started, how to implement using IRAs into your investment pitch, and really how beneficial it can be to your clients to add those funds to your investment pitch. But also you want to do your due diligence if you're not going to be working with us, and make sure you're working with a reputable custodian and not an administrator.
Okay. Let's touch a little bit on that really quick before we jump a little farther in. You said the word administrator. What's the biggest difference between a custodian and an administrator?
So an administrator is basically a paper pusher.
Yep.
They don't have any of the licensing or regulations in order to be a full-fledged custodian, so they need to have one in their back pocket to do all of the signing and documentation. As a custodian, we already have all of that, so we don't need a middleman in order to do that. And that being said, we do everything from A to Z. We do all of the documentation for the investment funding. We custody all of the investments, so we don't have to go back to somebody else to do any of that for us. And if you need any of that information from your clients or your clients need any of that, we can give it to them firsthand.
Nice. So basically custodians are the only ones that are approved by the IRS to actually custody funds and be able to facilitate these investments. Okay. So you said that you have a landing page and that's basically how we would start from the point of incorporating this into, once again, my example of a real estate company. So let's say I do have somebody. I have somebody on the line and I talk to them. I sold them on the investment and they're ready to invest, but they have an old 401k. What's my next step? What do I need to do?
So if you are a company partner with us, we give you your own dedicated landing page that'll have a consultation scheduler on there.
Nice, okay.
So what you can do is you just put in your client's information and any other additional information you have on them, like where their funds are being held, how much is in there, what they're looking to do with those funds. Okay. And you can just send that over to me and I will have a consultation call with them. And from there, we'll get them their applications and help them get their funds transferred over to us.
Are there any requirements that I would have to send over to you guys before my client makes that first investment? Like any documents?
Yeah, we do have some company partner documents for us to get some familiarization with your company. Mm-hmm. And we also ask to keep your investment documents on file. We do that so we don't have to consistently ask you for them.
Okay.
For every person that wants to make an investment with you. We ask for them once.
So let's say I do have multiple investments. If I have multiple funds, you guys prefer me to send all those over?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit more about a different type of investment. Let's talk about precious metals. And let's say I already do work with a custodian, but I'm not too happy with what they're providing me. Can you tell me a little bit about what you guys are able to provide to company partners?
Yeah, so as far as providing them information, we do have reports that get sent out daily. Depending on the influx of clients that you have, we can send them either once or twice, so you know exactly where your clients are every step of the way, so you'll know if they have a pending transfer or if we already have their funds and we're just waiting on their investment docs.
Okay.
I will say that with precious metals, we do a little bit more due diligence when it comes to who we partner with. We do like to make sure that we're keeping all of our clients' best interest at heart, and we put our best foot forward with who we partner with.
Is that a more recent policy that you guys have with the precious metal dealers?
It is, and we have had some issues in the past that we're trying to not have going forward. And so we do take a lot more time and with talking with those precious metals dealers to make sure the partnership is a right fit.
That's good. So like basically you're talking about like, the spot price. For those that don't know what that means is like, let's say gold is rated at, just to make numbers easy, $1,000. What is the price they're charging to the investors? So their commission, you'd say. Okay. So let's say I get the client, I get them all scheduled up, and you said I get daily reporting as well. What does that daily reporting usually have in there though? Like what are you telling me on there?
So you'll get all the information that you need. Say we talked to Joe Smith and we just sent him out his application. We will put on there Joe Smith had consultation call, sent application. Say Joe Smith has already gone through the application and he is now waiting on his transfer of funds to come in from, I don't know, a Charles Schwab. Then you'll have that information.
Okay.
As soon as we have the amount available for them to invest, you'll get that information as well.
Nice. So I'll always know, basically, I'm not having to reach out to you every single day wondering where the client is with the transfer process, if their funds are here or anything like that.
Exactly. Of course, if you have additional questions or you need more clarification, we have a whole team of client service staff that will obviously help you with those questions as well.
Well, let's jump right into fees then. I know a lot of investors do like to know what they're paying for, how they're paying for it, and they want to get the most value for what they're paying for. So is there any standard fees that you can talk about?
Yeah, we have our standard establishment fee that has all the initial documents, transfers for the clients. And we have our annual administration fee, and that's based upon the value of all of the assets in the client's account, including cash. Other than that, there are investment fees associated with the type of investment the client is wanting to make.
Okay.
And then we have a minimum balance requirement.
Those are all on the website too, so it'd be easy for the investment sponsors to find. Perfect. So let's talk a little bit more about the benefits. What are the benefits for a company partner to utilize IRAs in their sales pitch?
The biggest one is it's captured funds.
Right.
When you have cash and the client gets their payout, there's no inclination that they have to do a reinvestment with you guys.
Right, because basically they can just walk away if they want to buy a new car, or they want to go on a trip, they can utilize those funds if it was cash, basically.
But with IRAs, all the dividend payments go back into their IRA.
Oh,
so
okay.
once it's there, if they're of distribution age, yes, they can take that money and run with it if they want. But a lot of times they're just going to reinvest to either with you guys or with another alternative investment so they can keep that cash flow coming in.
So basically what you're telling me is that cash isn't always king in this strategy. So
it is an untapped resource that a lot of alternative investment companies don't utilize.
Why do you think a lot of alternative companies don't use this?
I think it's education or them thinking it's too hard of a process to do.
Right, I can see that.
And a lot of that is working with the right custodian for them.
Yeah, I know that we've been working with a few company partners over the last couple of months, and so those are some of the things that we hear is that, one, it's too hard, and they think that the process is too long for them to make the investment. And so we mitigate a lot of those things by the daily reporting, but we also are very efficient. Our technology is very efficient, and the way we do things, we run very lean, but it's so important for them to know that we don't need them to be experts in IRAs. We don't need them to understand the entire process, because that's what we're here for. I think they have a misconception of thinking that they need to know all these things, and I think the one thing they really need to know is that we're just an extension of their company at the end of the day.
Yeah, I always like to tell them, I'm not experts on your investment. I don't need to be. You're the expert of your own investment, but we're the experts when it comes to IRAs. So all they have to do is get it put into their client's brain that they are able to use qualified funds or IRA funds, and we can take it from there.
Yeah, I think I'm glad you brought that up, because I think that's the hardest thing for some of these company partners is how to integrate it and how to market it. And the best thing they can do is that they're ones who are talking with their clients every single day. Just bring it up. Say that your investment is IRA qualified. Well, what does that mean? Well, you can use a self-directed IRA to invest with us because you're an alternative investment.
And we don't just leave our clients or our company partners hanging. We give them tools, as in co-marketing information. We give them white papers. We have a treasure chest that has different ways you can bring up IRA topics into conversation with clients.
Nice. So is there other marketing opportunities as well that we provide over at Preferred?
Yeah, well, we have this podcast. We like to bring our company partners onto it. We also do webinars. Anything that you can think of, we're open to any other ideas that you think would help.
I think one of the other things too is that we really love it when the company partners have events, whether they're attending the event or hosting an event, because that's the best. I mean, let's go back to what we were talking about earlier, is captured capital. Well, that's a captured client technically. So I think those are the best opportunities for us. So like any of the company partners out there that do have events, I mean, if you're weary about this, try it out. Give us one client so you guys can really see the entire process and what we're able to provide for not just your client, but for your company as well. I think the other thing I want to touch on before we let our listeners go is once they get on board, once they're moving and grooving, what happens after, 6 months, 12 months down the road and things start to slow down? What are we able to do at Preferred Trust, or what can we help and assist with on the marketing side?
So as far as marketing, once things slow down, we always have some clients on our end that either don't have a company partner, their investments paid out, so they're not, attached to anybody anymore.
Okay.
We can always redo another webinar and re-engage either old clients or new clients. Maybe some of your clients have had an investment that paid off with you that didn't reinvest and has money sitting in cash with us. We can always re-engage those clients. We can go as far as sending out a co-sponsored email to re-engage your new clients and let them know that this is an available investment for them within their IRA. So we have a lot of avenues we can take to re-engage old clients and then reintroduce ourselves to your new client base.
Nice. Well, folks, if you are a company out there that offers alternative investments and you are looking to raise more capital, this is the way to do it. You don't have to think of something new. It's already out there for you. Well, we're out there for you. So if you're really wanting to incorporate this, reach out to us. We can reach out to us via our website at preferredtrustcompany.com. You can also reach out to us via email at marketing@ptcemail.com as well. Just once again, I want to reiterate that this is a great opportunity for the companies out there that do offer alternative investments. It's something that many companies are not utilizing because, once again, they think it's too hard to do. They think that they have to know the entire process, which those are just misconceptions. Here at Preferred Trust, that we are the preferred way to invest in alternatives. Thanks again for joining us today, Jordan.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks again for listening to us today, all those listeners out there on the PTC Point of View. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of PTC Point of View, where retirement savers meet alternative investments. Know someone who's struggling with a retirement strategy? Tell them about our show. Can't wait for the next episode to learn more? Visit our website at preferredtrustcompany.com or give us a call at 888-990-7892.